Welcome to the ground floor. Enjoy.
Just hung up the phone at night. Could already.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the second season. Second season of the Ground Floor Podcast, man. We back. The whole squad is back in the building.
Gang.
You know, it's a pleasure to come back for a second season with everybody. This is good. We just love the support that we got from the first season. Let me just introduce the team. You guys should already know the names, but you can follow them. Oxtail Poppy to my left. DJ Sweat the Gent to my right.
Yeah.
My boy Flag I Prince to the far right.
Nice.
You know, you already know what time it is with the team, man. We are back second season. First, we just want to check out the cabinet meeting.
For sure.
Check out the cabinet meeting. We are heavily in rotation with that. That's the last episode. We want to thank Talks and Thoughts for coming through.
Facts.
Shout out
Definitely. We will also want to thank Untangled Thoughts for coming through as well and providing us with some of her poetry. Definitely a good look. So check that out. Cabinet Meeting episode 2 on the Ground Floor YouTube page. Follow us on the IG page as well. Get them numbers up, man.
You're practicing your intros.
It's been a minute, man.
Yeah,
It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Well, man.
Doing well, man. Blessed.
Yeah, y'all look good, man. Y'all look good. Like I taking trying to best that I can, you know.
Why niggas always trying to be like
best
you,
that I
King.
can.
You feel me?
Before we get into anything, I just want to say rest in peace to my uncle, William James Jr. He was a great man, and he loved what we were doing here. He loved, he really supported us, and he was proud of us what we accomplishing here with the Ground Floor Podcast. And I'm sure if you're in the Bronx, you probably got a Nissan from him. You know, so just rest in peace to my uncle, you know, Jesse James, Unc, a lot of names that they call him. So
Rest in peace, man.
definitely. Where y'all want to start, man? Because I actually want to get into something.
So get into it.
Facts.
Get into it.
Yeah, well.
So let me just rant for a bit. You know.
By all means.
So you know, we all have, and this is something that I've been it's been on my mind a lot. Because you know, I have sisters, two beautiful young sisters, younger sisters. You guys have women in your family as well, cousins, of course, and the Maya Makana.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I pronounced the name wrong. You know, Mia. Yeah, that touched home.
Facts.
That touch home, and like I've been telling like a lot of my friends, and like just be safe wherever you are.
Yep.
You know, home and abroad, because there's a lot of, you know, your mindset is just to go away and just, you know,
Have a good time.
have a good time.
Yep.
You know, but there's a lot of sick people out there in the world, and I even told them, I was like, listen, if you guys are traveling, you know, just send your location.
Facts.
You know, it doesn't have to be indefinitely. If you have a iPhone, shout out to Tony, iPhone gang. You know, it doesn't have to be
Welcome to the
indefinitely,
gang.
but for the time being that you're away and abroad, you know,
I
let
get
somebody
you.
know your
Yeah,
location.
the moves.
You know, because it's a lot of messed up people in the world that's doing some things, and
There's a lot of things
I've been on my sister's line, like, yo, call me if anything, you know, just please be aware of your surroundings, here and overseas, because that's a serious thing.
Facts.
And my question to y'all, and I was wondering, like, when did rejection like really hit hard? Like, when did guys get to the point that if a girl rejects you, that your next thought is to stalk them, or your next thought is to, you're dead. You know, I'm a kill you. I always grew up with the thought saying that, like, yo, if you miss one bus, you know, is the next bus coming.
Yeah. Facts.
But I feel like the world is like totally different now, that if a girl rejects you, you take that to heart.
And it'll be all right.
And I'm like when did that happen? Like, is this something new or
I don't
recent?
think so. I think we just hear about it more because of social media. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't necessarily have heard this story unless it went national, or unless we knew them like back in the day. You feel me? So I think, like, even with social media, I feel like most of the stuff is going on even probably at the same rate, but we just hear it more because we got access to more information. You feel me?
Because there's nothing wrong with rejection. That's part of life. It doesn't matter.
Whatever
You could be rejected from a job. You could be rejected from a young lady. There's nothing wrong with rejection. And I think that it doesn't matter where you are in life, because you could be a fly guy like Fly Guy Prince. You know, you can have a job, you can have dental benefits, you can have a car.
Right.
Your life could be going pretty well, but if a woman rejects you, you just don't know where she might be in that headspace. Like, your next thought process is to harass her, is to stalk her, is to kill her. And
at the end of the day, she don't really need a reason. If she not interested, she not interested.
That's facts.
You feel me? And that's it.
And that's facts.
So,
You know, so where I stand on that, like rejection and how that's been looking in the world.
I always been like, rejection is nothing to me. As we always say, yo, more fish in the sea. That's my mindset. But I feel like people take rejection. I feel like people always take rejection hard. But like, certain people have like different ways to go about it. Like, I'm like, damn, that really violated. Like, she violated. Like, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like,
it is what it is.
yeah, and there's a next one. You feel me? Like, let me try again.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
So is it how she rejects you? Because it could be like, no, I'm not interested right now, or it could be like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, look at you. Like,
It really don't matter though.
It don't matter.
It don't
but
matter.
don't
One
matter.
gonna hurt more, but it still don't. Nothing is valid enough reason for you to do something like that. You feel me? Like, she could have ignored you and not said nothing to you. Like, you're gonna be more mad at that. Like, you just people gotta be aware of their feelings, and like, you feel me? They gotta tap into whatever it is that helps them cope with shit that everybody deals with. Like, rejection is not exclusive to you. Like, you feel me? Everybody gets rejected. You just gotta learn how to cope with it. Like, you feel me? Ask somebody how they deal with it, or look it up. Like, we got Google. You feel me? Take 10 deep breaths. Like, do something. You feel me? But to be stalking a girl and then be entering her apartment, like, that was the part that got me, because I'm like, yo, I know a lot of girls or women that live by themselves.
Exactly.
And they super is like, be like, oh, I'm going into your apartment today to fix whatever. And it's like, yo, they got access like that. So who's to say that, who are these people? Like, you feel me? Like, what things are in place to prevent them from doing that? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm a predator, what's there to stop me from being a janitor or a super? You feel me? To prey on people. Like, there's nothing in place to stop that. So, yeah.
The great prophet J. Cole said pride is the devil. and that's just basically it. Like kind of how you touch it, like, you know, you can have money, you can have a car and shit like that. If your mental ain't correct, and if you live out of ego, you do shit like that.
Facts.
You don't know how to take rejection because you're not faced with rejection too much. If you make, I mean, I don't know homie situation, nothing like that, but it all stems from the same shit. It's the bug of the mind, the ego. Ego is the biggest enemy of life. It's the biggest killer of life. Like, if you don't have a hold on your mental state, and if you live too far in your emotions, you do stupid shit like that.
It's really nice. Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, no excuse at all. It's
Yeah,
not
like,
an excuse at all.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing. It's like we could try to figure out why 1,000 times. You feel me? Like, nothing is gonna make sense.
That's facts.
It's like the flip side of it. I mean, yeah, the flip side to it is like, you also want to figure out like what the fuck was he going through. It's hard to think about it that way because of what he did, but it's like something you actually have to look at. You know what I mean? Like, what
To get a better understanding.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, like, how can you, one, put your hands on a female like that, and then to go as far as, like, taking her life away?
Is it confirmed that it's him though? I mean, all facts lead that way.
It has to be him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, was it ever confirmed though, like officially?
Nah, but
I think he confirmed it himself when he killed
When
himself.
he killed himself.
Yeah,
I would
because-
say that too.
because how the story went is that the family confronted him outside of the complex.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then the following day he killed himself.
Yeah.
You know, fellas, it's cool to be rejected. Like, there's nothing wrong with being rejected. Like, if that's not the one for you, then fine, that's not the one for you.
That's it.
Trust me, there's somebody else for you.
Facts.
You know, you just guys gotta just take it and just move on. Like, don't let that ruin your day, even if the manner of how she comes off, you know, because fly guys could get rejected harshly too. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, you guys got to build up some mental strength, not to go stalk the woman, not to go kill the women, and women, just please be on your P's and Q's out here traveling.
Facts.
You know, watch your surroundings. Make sure guys are not following you in your home, and et cetera, and just, you know, just take care of yourself, man.
It's also important for us too, as men, to make sure that we're holding space and holding relationships with not even just women in our family, but like other women as well. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound like vulgar or nothing like that, but we can't always be out to fuck. You feel me? Like, some women deal with that too much. Some women actually just need dudes to protect them. Like,
That's fact.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a plethora of female women friends, goddesses that I just protect. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they may be bad or whatever, but my duty in their life is to protect them, because they gonna need it. Like, if they don't have brothers, father figure, you know what I'm saying, like some cousin got in their back, they out in the world alone and they're being preyed upon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get preyed upon as well too, but for them, like, they're at a higher risk, because if they're like 125 pounds and a dude that's like 250 comes along and like grabs them up, it's not much they can really do at that point.
That's true.
Also, I feel like as men, we should hold our friends accountable
I was about to say
for
that.
their actions. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Like, niggas really gotta check their friends when they know
Facts.
they doing some.
Especially towards women. Like,
Of
Exactly.
course, you feel me? Like, when they know they like, yo, bro, just take it
Yeah,
easy.
bro.
You feel me? Like,
you're doing too much.
hold your friends accountable for their
Facts.
actions.
Facts,
That's a
facts,
good
facts.
point, man. That's a real good point, man. So, stalking, that's a red flag. let's make that.
And that's facts.
Let's make that clear. Stalking is a red flag.
great
That's
Big red flag.
That was a great segue.
what's one of y'all red flags? Let's talk about this, because I've been seeing a lot of
Nah, we gotta.
I've been
unnecessary
experiencing
red flags.
I'm gonna go last.
Everywhere, just seeing some red flags. You know, I seen one post with a green flag. and I'm like,
I
nah.
see like one or two every now and then.
I'm like, nah.
front.
This should be more green flags,
Facts,
but
like-
what's y'all red flags?
Who?
What would y'all put?
Yeah, I
What would y'all put y'all on that list for red flags?
My red flag.
Yeah.
If you don't smoke hookah. You feel me? That's a red flag. Red flag. I mean, who you think you are? Nah, I mean,
Damn, what is a red flag of mine?
Yeah, what's a red flag, man? It just could come easy.
facts.
Yes and no, but I think for me, if we like, so like if I'm on a date and we just talking about like our history and shit like that, like with people we dealt with and stuff, I'm cool on that. I think when you go, if the story turns a certain way, well, like, oh, this person did this and it made me feel like this, that. If it goes too far down that rabbit hole, that's a red flag for me. Because it's just like, all right, I don't really know if you healed from that. I think it's a thing where you're looking for almost somebody to like carry you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to save you and shit like that. And I think I retired my Superman cape, so
Listen.
I had to for a little. At least I got to put it up for a little while because it's been overused too much.
Put it on hold. That's
Yeah,
great.
you know what I'm saying? I got to put a freeze on that account.
Asking for Capital Grill on the first date is a red flag.
Prime 112.
Prime 112, major red
Yo,
flag.
Roof Chris, bro. I was like, what?
Major,
Roof Chris.
Bro, I was like, bro, what are you talking about?
major
even
red
know
flag.
you. I don't even know you. But yeah.
Not supplying no gas.
Oh yeah.
That's-
you, nah,
That's
we
a
know.
major red
Nah,
flag.
we know.
Nah, you the king of that. Though.
Yeah, I'm just
not
saying.
going front.
I'm just saying, like, especially if I'm picking you up from far.
Woman, you tax women for gas?
I think you should offer if I pull up to a gas station. Like if I pull up to the gas station, we sitting in the car for like 2 minutes because
No, they
you know
not offering,
I'm waiting
Bro, they
to.
will never.
I'm waiting to see what you gonna say.
No, actually, no. This is what that
I'm waiting to see what you.
What we about to do?
Wait to see what you gonna do. Like, so you know, slide me 5. Like, you know, I might have to go electric.
Oh shit.
Might have to get a Tesla just so that I get that out the way. But what about you, Ox? So it's a red flag, man.
Shit. Women that talk a lot. You feel me? But you know what kind of talk a lot I'm talking about.
Yeah.
though.
There's no plot. There's no
There's
beginning.
nothing,
There's
like,
no middle.
you're just talking just to
Yeah, no,
just
no
to hear
climax
yourself
in the
talk.
story.
Yeah.
Just forever run on sentences.
Facts.
No commas.
They don't be breathing.
You just gonna blow past that
Take a
sentence?
breath. Like, what else?
I actually don't mind that though. You feel me? Because I'm not the one to talk a lot. You feel me? So
Oh, we know.
if you,
I'm not either.
We
you
know,
feel me?
okay.
So I'd rather listen
talk
because
about
I'm not really
nothing.
listening.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just be hearing.
Yeah, you feel me? And you just pick up on like one or two things that you said.
Bro, you a red flag.
Yeah, about that. What? Yeah, of course.
Nah, that's it.
All right. T, what's the red flag for you, bro?
What's not?
What's a
That's what that look
T
like.
got a list.
Nah, I don't even know.
What's a green flag?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, that
I
shit
think that's
come easy.
easier, though.
Green flags.
Motivated,
Yeah.
clean,
Oh yeah.
smell good, like
Goofy.
could take jokes, like
Give you attention,
Green
I
flag.
guess.
The wigs are properly placed on the head.
oh yeah.
Of course. Laces
Red
intact.
flag for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't like wigs.
Okay.
I don't like wigs or weaves. I don't like any eyelashes.
All natural.
Even
wait.
if it's done very well that you don't even realize it.
He gonna realize.
I'm gonna realize it.
Oh,
I was in the dance world, bro. I know
got
what a
a
wig
question.
look like.
Is getting your body is done a red flag for you?
Hella red
Depends.
flag.
It depends. Depends on what you did.
all right. I'm
Your body, your butt, breast,
If
buttons.
it looks proportional,
all for body enhancement.
facts.
Like I'm all for body enhancement in a sense that like if you feel that you need this and this will make you happy, then go ahead and do it. but I'm not for the excessiveness.
So is it a red flag before you know the female or after? Like, what if this is just shooting now and she be like, I want to do this now?
I think it's a red flag for me all around.
Honestly, I'll try to talk her out of it. Just because it's surgery. Like, I'll try to talk you out of it. Like, just like, do you really need this? Like, what's motivating you to go do this?
I feel like it's more of a red flag if you're in a relationship, because it's like, for me to be in a relationship with you, I had to see something in you. I like you, obviously, right? For you to now go and try to enhance yourself is like, now who are you trying to impress? You know what I mean? That's my mindset.
I've seen girls work out, and when you could probably speak on this, and like their chests get smaller in a sense, you know, and so they feel like yo, I wanna go up a cup size or something, stuff like that. I'd be like, okay, I understand that. Right, like, we both can't be out here with A cups, you know. So I understand that in a sense, you know, but when y'all all line up and go to Dr. Miami or go to a basement in the Bronx,
damn, why I gotta be the Bronx?
Who showed me the video of
that shit ain't in
the
Brooklyn.
plane?
Why I gotta be the Bronx? Why can't be in Long Island?
With mad girls
Was
in
going
the
to get
wheelchair.
your shit? Nah, I didn't see it.
Bro, it was a whole bunch of girls in a wheelchair
On the plane?
coming from their BBLs, bro. Had to get wheelchair into the plane, bro. I was like, nah, like, this is what life is really coming to.
Yo,
This is it.
Came and sit, boy.
This is it.
I'm
dog.
here
on their knees.
like I see trips, and I'm like, damn, all y'all look the same. Like there's nobody that's
getting
different.
younger and younger now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like getting your body done was like a 30 and up type of thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, they 19 now, 21, getting their body
Saving
done.
up
Like,
just to head to Miami. So you working overtime at Target
Oh shit.
just to get your body done and head to Miami. Like, y'all not even
What's the
flying
goal?
out like
that would be my
exotic.
question. Like, what's the goal? Like, what's the purpose? Like, why?
to catch a
It's
scammer,
social
nigga.
media, man. They seeing everybody else do it. Girls,
I felt that.
Yo, the meme
cash.
is tough when I see, like, you spent $10,000 to get your body to come back to Brownsville. that shit is crazy,
yeah.
bro.
And it don't even look right.
what?
That'd be the
No,
craziest part, and it don't look good.
It don't at all.
You feel me? And then at that point, it's too late. Like, you feel me? Now you stuck. I mean, you're not stuck, but you stuck like that. Like,
And it could be dangerous. Like, y'all see K. Michelle, man. She out here was struggling, health issues. And she had the money, so I'm pretty sure she went to a proper place. You know, some people just like, nah. You know, I'm going to DR in a couple of weeks.
that's
like,
I
crazy.
think my next question to them is like, are you vaccinated though? Did you get vaccinated? You stuck all this extra other shit in your body, but you still didn't get vaccinated?
that's a good point.
Nah, that's
That's a good point,
It's a
man.
perfect segue too, because I wanted to get into that Kyrie shit
Oh,
about him not being able to play.
How y'all feel about that?
How you feel? You vaccinated?
I'm vaccinated, so I feel that he's a man. He has all right to stand on what he believes.
Right.
He has all right to stand on what he believes.
Right.
I won't go against any man that stand firm on his opinions and stuff like that. My thing is,
But
you're an employee
right.
of a multi-billion-dollar company.
Right.
My job was firing people who didn't get vaccinated. There's people losing their jobs out there.
Right.
You know, they not multimillionaires like him. He said he wasn't gonna retire because this is what he loves.
But he could
But
afford
he
to do
could
that.
Right. And he'll be good for the rest of his life.
for the rest of his
And
life.
His kids will be good.
You know.
Yeah.
So I look at it as you being a voice for who, for who? Because you mean you being a voice for the other rich people, because you ain't a voice for the other unvaccinated
I
people.
wouldn't say that. I mean,
I get it, but that's kind of unfair though.
In what
So
way?
you're saying like he got to be poor and struggling to relate?
I'm saying that he's talking about
The fact that he
people are
shouldn't
losing
have to lose his
their
job.
jobs, bro. Like if they don't stand on something,
Right.
like not getting vaccinated, and that's cool if you stand on that. I'm fine with that, you
Right.
know.
But your employer,
Yeah,
so it doesn't
like,
really
we
matter.
He also
not
said
rich.
that. He also
Like,
said it's not about the money. Like,
of course it's not.
but it's
Because
for
he
him,
can
it's-
afford to go without not getting the money, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but at the same time too, it's just like it's the principle of the matter. Like he's like, yo, like this is, and he said it like, this is my body. I only have one body that I have to take care of for the rest of my life.
The same
I
body
don't-
that's
yeah.
enabling me to play this game.
Yeah, you know, like
You feel me? To
I
millions of
this
dollars.
is something that I personally don't want to do. That's very relatable to a lot of different people. Like me working at the gym, for example, I had to turn away a dude's wife because she didn't have her vaccination card. He's like, oh, but she's vaccinated. I got to see it in order to let you in the gym. Like, I'm doing my job.
Right.
I don't want to turn nobody away from the gym. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, and even this dude came in today, actually, and this shit was so sad. This shit hurt my heart. Dude came in with a letter from his doctor saying that he has cancer. And, like, he's at high risk to get the vaccination because if he does, like, it can kill him, basically. I literally had to look that man in his face and say, I'm sorry, but New York City mandate doesn't get lifted because you have an illness.
I hear that. So I think he's just the Brooklyn Nets should fire him.
I mean,
Everybody else getting fired.
yeah, absolutely.
Everybody else on the team is playing. So now you're putting our risk of a championship in jeopardy because of what you
they can
stand
trade him.
for. They could trade him, but who? No,
It's not a
nobody wants to
NBA
pick.
thing, though.
Nobody wants to pick that up though.
This is not an NBA
That
thing.
contract, and everybody knows that Kyrie's been a headache even before the vaccination.
That's cool,
They're
but
picking
anybody
on
will take
Kyrie,
Kyrie
bro.
though.
Come on, we're
Yeah,
not
that's
doing that.
Kyrie though.
Hey, them Hornets
We
need
do
him.
it.
Fact.
do it.
That
Anybody
60
needs
that
him,
60-point loss
They
yesterday,
picking
the
up
other day.
Kyrie, bro.
They'll take him, bro. Anybody.
It's a trade package that you got to put together to get Kyrie.
All right, well, you do
people
it.
might not do that because they don't want that headache.
What headache, bro? If they
That-
state don't have a mandate for the vaccine, they Gucci. They just got a great player for nothing.
For the low.
That's a good point.
And this is not an NBA thing like people keep making it, and that's the other thing that I'm about to say because it's not the NBA or the Nets are telling him like you can't play, but that's only because he'd be available for only half the games. This is a New York State thing. You feel me? Like if the law wasn't like this in New York, he'd be fine. You feel me? So if he goes to Houston to play or something, he'll be good. You feel me? He just won't play in LA or in New York, like. You feel me? And he'll still have a regular career. He'll miss what 4 or 5 games a year, like.
So he
So
could
what
come.
is this
so
really
he could,
about?
So he could come to the job for half of the time.
That's not half of the time, bro.
If he plays in a state that allows a vaccine, he'll be Gucci. Half the games
he-
already are home games. You feel me?
But that's what I'm saying. But he's playing here.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
As the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, I have an issue. I spent money on you,
and
and
that's
that's why they're
fine.
not offering him the extension.
And that's fine.
Like that's where I'm getting at.
So they can trade him. You feel me? It's just like any other holdout. If you want to make it that way, like if you want to do just business, like just look at it from a business point of view, it's like any other holdout. It's like Ben Simmons, like yo, I'm not showing up to training camp, and you don't know when he's gonna show up, right? So you fine him his money, like the league says, he got to pay to not show up, and then you got a decision to make. You gonna trade him or you gonna leave him out there? You feel me? You still gotta pay him if you leave him on your roster.
So
They can't fire him. You can't void his contract because it's not he didn't violate any NBA rules. You feel me? It's a New York State rule that he's violating.
So they said that he's not playing. Period. If he's not vaccinated, so that means
Yeah,
that means
because they could have allowed him to.
He's
that
play
means
all
away
home
games either,
He's in his crib right now.
which I respect. Like why could you get to go play in other states, but
Yeah.
you're not playing for the home team state?
Yeah, I get it.
I respect that.
I get it though, and plus with team chemistry and shit, like we only get you for home games, and then you already don't play the whole season, like.
Exactly.
So I feel it, but like when it comes to the vaccine, I think he got
You think he has a point?
a point. Like
It's supposed to be a choice.
It's not about. The problem is with the rule. You feel me? It's not about whether you following the rule or you not following the rule. The problem is the rule. You feel me? It's just like anything else. Like if the rule is wrong, whether you follow it or not, you feel me? You shouldn't be held accountable for violating the rule if it's wrong already. You feel me? It's like any other thing that we had in society. Like black people couldn't vote. Like if you violated that, you feel me? You was in legal trouble.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it was wrong. So do I look down on a person that's like, nah, I want to vote?
Well, technically, isn't he technically violating the law though? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So it's not really about if he's violating or not. We gotta look more at the rule. Like, how far are they gonna take this thing with the vaccine? Like, now it's gyms. You feel me? And it's event centers and stuff like that. Like,
it's school teachers now too.
it's schools. It's hospitals.
Hospitals,
like,
yeah.
You feel me? Like, what happens next? Like, you can't go to the bank because you're not vaccinated. Like, you feel me? Like, where society
go
gonna
to
go after
indoors.
this? And then look
Can't
at
go
the
to restaurants and
outrage when people are like, yo, I don't want to get vaccinated. People are like, yo, but what you mean? Like, how could you not want to be vaccinated? And it's like, that's what we be talking about the whole time. Like, it's like, why is the vaccine? We understand the risk clearly. You feel me? And like, I even had like somebody asked me the other day, like, yo, you know what I mean, you went to school for biology. Like, how come you don't want to take the vaccine? And I'm like, because it's not a medical choice. Like, you feel me? Like, I understand the risks medically, but it don't make sense. Like, me taking a vaccine is not shooting me over the hill for me to be like, yo, I gotta get the vaccine. You feel me? And most times it's like, you spread it, you vaccinated, but you can still spread it to me. The only problem is that I'm at greater risk of dying or being seriously ill.
So
if I'm not vaccinated.
wouldn't that make more sense though? Like, in a sense, saying that because the vaccination is not going to be like, oh, it's a big wall of blockage that I'll never get it, because people who are vaccinated are still getting it, but it helps prevent.
And that's my point. Why is it mandated though?
So people don't.
If it's not something that
die in a
absolutely, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. But you should still have the choice to choose or not. Like,
the choice to choose to die.
to choose to take the vaccine or not. You can still die with the vaccine.
Who says I'm gonna get it anyways?
Exactly.
What if you never get it?
That's my
What
point.
if you never get it?
But it's a prevention. It's like a flu shot.
So why is it mandated if it's a prevention? It's not something that's stopping.
But it's like a flu
prevention.
shot.
I never
Flu
took
shot
a
was
flu
never
shot.
mandated. I never took a flu
You never
shot.
had to take a flu shot.
Okay, what about the vaccines when you had to go to school?
Measles and stuff like that. That came from years of research. You feel me? Years and years and years and years. The measles been around for more than 50 years, like the vaccine. You feel me? So we know we have the proof to be like, all right, this thing is legit. You feel me?
So COVID not legit?
No, we don't know if the vaccine is legit. We don't know the side effects or the long-term effects of COVID vaccine. And who's on the hook for it?
True.
Who you gonna sue? If tomorrow you wake up with some kind of health complications because of the COVID vaccine, who you suing? You can't sue nobody because you chose to go and do it, which is the whole point of them saying, we're not gonna mandate it, but we're gonna make it impossible for you to operate without it though. Because the moment we mandate it, now we on the hook because we made you take it. You get what I'm saying? But if I give you $100 to come and take it, you chose to come and take it though. So who you gonna blame but yourself?
That's a great point.
Yeah, I like.
I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, I'm vaccinated. Didn't want to get vaccinated at all. I had to take like a day before to like.
Because of work.
No. Like before, yeah, to you know what I'm saying, like to get my head together. Like, damn, I'm really about to fucking do this shit or whatever. And then like even the day after, I had no side effects. Like my arm was sore for like a second, but still, it felt morally wrong. Cause like in the sense of like I did it because I have to work or whatever. But I mean, it took me a long. I got it while I was on tour, and I like literally like waited till like damn near like the last like week or two before tour ended to get it.
As a sidetrack,
And that's a life decision, right?
Yeah,
In 2 weeks, like, you feel me? Because
Exactly.
without it, you can't work.
exactly.
I mean,
And it's crazy before they mandated it. It's like I saw that mandate coming, because literally like I seen a post saying that like the theaters like Broadway, you can't come see a Broadway show unless you're vaccinated.
Yep.
Like they were like the first to like, that's the first thing that I saw, and I was like, what's gonna happen next is it's gonna be clubs and stuff like that, and I still gotta work when I get back. So I was just like, damn, like
so you
I'm
need it
gonna have to get it
for living.
Yeah. So literally, The
Why, though?
day after I got vaccinated, the mandate went out.
I believe.
So if your job told you to do it or don't do it, what you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm not against taking the vaccine. I'm against the mandate. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not willing to die on the cross to be like, yo, I'm not taking the vaccine to not work. Which is why I get people who's like, yo, I took the vaccine because I gotta work.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. My issue is not with that. My issue is the fact that you have to take the vaccine to work certain places. Like, why is that the case? You feel me? Why?
Do you understand that the companies just want to prevent from spreading?
Yeah, I get it. And to take less risk, because most times your health insurance comes from your company, right?
Yeah.
So there's a whole nother conversation we could have. Is like, yo, COVID,
But you understand
COVID
that.
is gonna have you in the hospital with crazy bills that the company is gonna have to cover. Push come to shove. So we got 1,000 employees, and 500 of them get COVID. Like, that's a lot of money coming out of our pocket. So why don't we just mandate everybody to have the vaccine? That way we knock that out. You feel me? There's a lot of things, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole vaccinated versus unvaccinated thing is a deeper conversation that has to be had, because it's like what we see on Instagram every day is not really what
real.
The conversation is. Like, you feel me? Like, you only hear but from certain people, and like a lot of times these people don't really know what they're talking about.
At all.
You feel me? So, but yeah.
D?
Yeah, I agree with everything everybody said. Yeah,
Nah, I had to go on the rant too.
I feel it. Second season.
I think y'all covered everything, but yeah, I just want to know where the option went to weekly testings.
Facts.
What happened to that?
And that's facts.
So that's what I'm saying. Why not that though?
Yeah, because
If my job mandated me to do that, I'm perfect with that.
I was with
you're
that.
paying the bill anyway.
When I found out that the nurses was on a schedule, on a limit, that they had to get vaccinated by a certain time.
Bro, by 12 o'clock, I was like, nah.
I contacted someone. I was like, y'all don't get weekly testing? Like, that's not an option.
They
said,
already did.
They took that away from us.
They took away weekly testing.
Yes. And
As
I was
an
like,
option.
yes. And
Oh,
I
because
was
they
like,
have to be vaccinated.
and I
That's
was like,
crazy.
damn. Like,
So they already knew it was coming in a way.
in a sense. But then I was speaking to somebody else, and they were like, well, you got to understand that they looked at it from the point that, hey, you guys were in the struggle during the height of the
So
pandemic.
you should be the ones racing
You
to do
should
it.
have been, yeah.
But they weren't though. So what does that say? You feel me? With the whole argument of, yo, it's here to help you. Like, when the people who've seen it firsthand be the first ones on the front line to be like, yo, we got to get this shit, because I seen what it can do. You feel me? And that wasn't the case until they forced them to do it. So what's really going on? You feel me?
Sorry, man. If I was firsthand in the hospital and dealing with 800 bodies per day, I would have just taken it.
I feel you.
Because I feel like you would have caught it easier in a setting of a hospital.
That's understandable.
That's that I get. But what about the fact that NYPD is not required to be vaccinated?
I did ask my boy about that, and he said they're slowly coming into that.
It's gonna happen, but like,
Yeah,
they don't come into contact with people. You
exactly.
feel me? Like,
Nah, they can stay 6 feet away and still shoot.
I mean, eventually it's gonna.
And that's facts.
If you work a job where you come in contact with people
facts,
at
nigga.
any point, you gotta be vaccinated. Like, it's gonna be that way. Like,
Yeah, it is. It is.
which is fine, but
And I dislike the new governor. I'm just letting you guys know that right now.
oh, they didn't do it.
Nah, I dislike the new governor.
Oh, governor.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Nah, she came in. I'm
Yeah,
not
she
gonna
came
front.
in. I was supposed to get my
She
tenants
was the
out.
one who brought in the mandate.
She extended that shit till next year.
Damn.
It's like, yeah.
So they saying that's part of why they got Cuomo out of here too,
Oh,
because
'cause
he wasn't gonna go with the mandate.
Man,
But who knows, man?
damn, man.
Who knows?
Listen, if you
Because that was her first thing when she came in.
Came in just OD. Nah. We extending everything. Man,
He almost broke his phone when he read that shit.
I started putting furniture in my cart. Like Ashley gonna be here next week.
Damn.
Had to remove all that. You know? shit got me tight, man. But I feel you.
Listen,
I feel
man,
you.
I'm going to Africa. That's how I feel. After this next leg of this tour, I'm gonna come back for a week and I'm out.
Yeah, congrats on that, by the way, too, man.
Thank
Make
you,
sure,
brother. Thank you.
make sure you
Thank
check
you.
out
Appreciate
DJ
it.
Sweat the Gents page. You know, he definitely on tour with the Globetrotters. That's a big look, man. I'm proud of you for that, man.
Appreciate it, dog. I actually can't wait for this next leg.
Yeah.
Like we actually hit Barclays.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
But you gotta be vaccinated.
I mean,
So I would have pulled up,
yeah,
but
I'll be there. I'll be there, King.
nah, but yeah, that one I'm excited for. I plan on like I can't wait to rock that fucking crowd.
That's what's up,
That's
though,
what's up,
man.
though.
Yeah, that one's gonna
Proud
be
of you
fun.
for that. That's a
That's dope.
huge
How's the
accomplishment,
experience?
man.
It was dope. That was like my first like long extended tour as a DJ. Like going from state to state, like the late, like we would have. I think our games would finish around like we would leave the arenas at like 9:00. Be back to the hotel by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then your call time is like 8 or sometimes 7, sometimes even 6, because we got a 4 or 5 hour drive to the next city.
Gotcha.
But I mean, shit like that I'm accustomed to. Like that doesn't bother me. The shit that bothers me about it is just it's the bus ride itself. You know what I mean? Like we was just like on regular like charter buses. You know what I mean? So like I'm like cramped up a little bit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, like it was a really dope experience. I got to go to Black Wall Street in Oklahoma.
That's dope.
That was fire. Like they showed like they would show us like how all of the businesses was like lined up. They have like plaques on the floor. And it would say like this building was here, this building was here, and they were all like legit right next to each other. And it would be like one family that will own the whole block.
Gotcha.
And they have, I think he told me, I think they said they had like 40 miles. That's how long Black Wall Street was.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it was just a really dope experience. They had this one building that they rebuilt with the same bricks that were burnt from the bombing. Like I'll show y'all pictures and shit, but like yo, it was a really dope experience. Like just to be there.
That's fire though.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. You gotta soak it all in, man.
Word.